Hello there. Today we are going to make some mugs with wavy top. Start with centering the clay. This is 1 pound of clay. I use 2 hands when I center. This one pushes in, this one pushes down. I hold a sponge and I squeeze it on my thumb when I need a little more water, and I'm just going to go in and out and up and down. That's going to help get the clay all homogeneous with no lumps and bumps. And when it feels nice and smooth, then you know you can move on to opening, which I do with just my middle finger right down the middle. And pulling open right at the bottom. You want to go over your bottom at least twice, help remove any possibilities of S-cracks. Definitely makes it easier to then just push in on the clay. Much easier to raise the clay when you're starting with a little bit of a cone. And again, I'm using both hands touching each other at this point, touching fingers coming up like this. And I do try and rest my arms on the side here to help with stabilization. And again, I'm going to cone it in just a little bit. It gives me a little more control. I want my bottom to come out, and then I want my middle to come out and go back in. Something like that. And now I'm going to work on my rim, make that nice and comfortable for drinking. Now I can refine my shape just a little bit more, a little wider maybe. And I like to come in with a rib at this point, one of these red gummy ribs. And that can help me refine my shape. It's also a good idea to slow your wheel down as your pottery gets thinner, because it does have a tendency due to centrifugal force to widen out. So if your wheel is slower, you can keep it more vertical if that's what you're looking for. How do I feel about that shape? Yeah, that looks all right. That looks all right. Maybe just a little bit wider on top. I'm gonna use my index finger and just kind of push out right in there. All right, here comes the fun part. I'm gonna take a rib and just use the point to give myself a nice pattern here. Wait till it goes all the way around once, and then just moving it up and down as the wheel turns. And this is going to capture glazes and really show us a lot of differences in color when your glaze is thick versus thin. I'm going to go over, make sure there's nothing in the bottom of my cup here. You don't want to leave any water sitting in there. Go over my lip, make sure that's nice and compressed. And one tip I like is to have a tool. This is actually an old kitchen knife that I got at Goodwill that I bent and sharpened, and give myself a head start on trimming. And that is that. Hope you guys enjoyed my video today, and happy potting!